second style from the Versatile Drummer video is straight groove. Now, straight groove can mean many different things. You can have eighth notes that are straight or swung. You can have 16th notes which are straight or swung, and we are using 16th notes in this context. But just to give you an idea, if you don't know what straight versus swung means, if we were playing eighth notes, if we were playing them all evenly subdivided, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, that would be straight eighth notes. And if we were delaying the in-between eighth note, making it more like a third triplet, that would be swung eighth notes, and that would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. In this context, however, we're dealing with straight 16th notes, not eighth notes, and they are counted as 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1. And you can see, especially when I play the hi-hat figure, I'm playing an accent on the downbeat, so beats 1, 2, 3, and 4 all get the shoulder of the stick. 2 and 3 and 4 and the in-between 16ths, the second and the fourth 16th, all get the tip of the stick on the top. Okay, and that's a much thinner, softer sound. So we get 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1. So the backbeat comes in on 2 and 4 like it normally does in a pop or a rock groove. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1. And then it's just a matter of playing different bass drum figures around that. Okay, so it's kind of got like a halftime feel, a halftime straight feel, or a straight halftime feel. Oftentimes when you play 16th note grooves, you don't put an accent on every single in-between eighth. Like a lot of grooves would be like, but this one is, so in actuality, it's probably a straight halftime groove. Now, what halftime means is there's two different ways of thinking about it. If you think of it, instead of being written in 16th note context like we are, it can also be written as an eighth note beat, or written in an eighth note context. And that would mean that the snare drum hit, which we're thinking of on 2 and 4, if we're counting it in eighth notes, it's actually coming now on beat 3. So we count eighth notes and we get the same technique and everything, but if we think of it like eighth notes, it's now 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And the reason why it's called halftime is because the backbeat is now coming in half as often, because it's only coming in on only beat 3 instead of normally on 2 and 4 like eighth note beats normally do. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's coming in half as often, or you can think of it, it's coming in exactly halfway through the bar, because beat 3 is exactly halfway through the bar. Okay, so it's all the same thing. It's just that in this context, we're thinking of it as 16th notes. So now that's how the hands work, and let's just have a look at some of the bass drum figures that I was playing throughout. Just a couple of really common funk patterns. So we're playing like, so there I'm playing 1E and A. Alright, so the first beat of the bar and also the fourth 16th note of beat 1, 1E and A. And then on beat 2 and, halfway in between beat 2 and beat 3, 1E and a 2E and then 3E and, 3E and, whoa, 3E and 4. And then probably on the 4th 16th of beat 4 as well. So all up we get really slow. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1. All right, bit faster. Okay, then we can also put the hi-hat gliss on beat 3E and, on 3 and that'd sound like this. Bit faster. Now you notice I did this little, what I'm doing there is I'm playing a hi-hat gliss open on beat 1 and only beat 1, but beat 1 as a 16th note, and then closing the hi-hat with the left foot on beat 1E, which is the second 16th note of beat 1, and then opening it for a full 8th note from beat 1 and all the way to beat 2, closing it on beat 2 right as the snare drum hits. So really slow. And we have the bass drum on beat 1 as well. So it's kind of complex as far as what the feet are doing, especially because the way that I'm doing it is I play heel up predominantly with my right foot. But in this instance, in order to get the fast little glisses and not fall over at the same time, I'm staying planted with my heel down. So I'm actually, for this little figure here, I'm playing heel up with my right foot, but heel down with my left foot. And that's sometimes what happens with drumming. It's not always both heels up or both heels down. Sometimes you have to mix and match. Foot technique is half of our technique, so you need to get this right. Okay, so really slowly it goes E and 1 E and 2 E and 2 E and Faster. You could even, if you wanted to, like I kind of did then, but I didn't really get it right, was you could cut the hi-hat off on 1 the 4th 16th of 1, if you wanted to as well, and that'd mean they'd both be short. The way I did it on the video, the second one was long, like I've just been doing, but you could cut them both off. You could go 1 E and 2 instead of 1 E and 2. So it's up to you. You can do all sorts of different variations. All right, but that's the main groove. As far as the feel goes, I'm just doing a little 5-stroke roll at the start. Okay, so it's right, right, left, left, and they're really soft. And then I just go. So it's probably one of the most common feels of all time. You can use this in lots of different songs. So the right hand is just going, but in between, you're getting these little ghost notes. You're getting ghost, ghost, accent. So the left hand plays a couple of ghosts and then it comes up for the accents. Sounds like this.